Before students enter the Faculty of Education at the U of L, they must first successfully complete a semester in Ed 2500, a course that helps answer the basic question, do I really want to become a teacher? Grace Martin has always had her sights set on becoming a teacher.
I don't think I've ever had a point in my life where I didn't want to be a teacher. Do you have yours?
But before Grace, or any other student, can begin a career in teaching, before they can even apply to the U of L's Faculty of Education teacher program, they must first pass a 13-week course called Education 2500.
They aren't admitted into the faculty until they've completed Ed 2500 and have been recommended by their teacher associate as a representative of the profession in the field and by the faculty member. And so if they're recommended, they can apply to faculty and compete to get in.
Ed 2500 provides students with on-campus seminars and 60 hours of in-school practical experience working alongside a teacher. It gives students, like Grace, a chance to see for themselves if they've got what it takes to become a teacher.
I've always known that I like kids, and for the most part they like me, but that's also when you're playing helicopter and you take them by their feet and spin them around. You don't necessarily know if you're the best fit for a teaching position because of the atmosphere that you're in. It's a different dynamic. You still want to be friendly with the kids, but you need to figure out, can you maintain that position of authority with respect and still be approachable?
Education professor Richard Butt says Ed 2500 is essentially a 13-week interview for the faculty to gauge the suitability of the student.
We know that certain things predict success in teaching, and one of them is demonstrating that you have the professional and personal dispositions to communicate accurately, have good interpersonal skills, be empathetic while being assertive, a whole bunch of being able to know your content in depth, a whole bunch of things like that predict success in teaching.
One of the keys to success of Ed 2500 is the cooperation the faculty receives from schools and teachers like Jody Wood, who's mentored and evaluated more than a dozen students over the years.
I think if you have a desire to be a teacher, I think you take this class, and a lot of them do decide to go on. I've only a few who have decided after Ed 2500 that it wasn't for them. Yeah.
Good. So that's impossible.
Grace has been awesome. I mean, it was clear that this was something that she really wanted to do. She showed a passion, she showed initiative, she made a great connection with the students did with her as well, and that's the biggest thing with this particular program is making the connection with the kids.
That's okay, I see.
Grace will continue her journey to become a teacher in the fall, having been accepted into the faculty. For others, considering a career in teaching, Professor Richard Butt says they can start by keeping good grades in high school and creating their own Ed 2500 program.
So what you do is you volunteer or get jobs that involve working with children and youth. The more you work with children and youth, the more you will know whether or not you've got the skills, the dispositions, the attitudes, and the commitment to work with kids. And that actually is a big predictor of success in our program.
So popular. I mean, she was just good at everything. You know, they're good at school.